What's going on, guys? I hope everyone's having an awesome August. Today I'm going to be talking about a flipping guide, a really quick one just for people that were a little bit confused or lost when I was making my flipping series. In this episode, I'm going to talk about some quick things that you need to know for flipping, such as what price to buy it and what price to sell, and a little bit of other considerations you have to take in order to choose an item to flip. So I have 10k cash that I'm going to start with. I'm not going to go to any price specifically, but I'm just going to show you guys a couple of, trials with some different items, and hopefully I can make this really quick. I don't want to make it super long and milk the guide process. I'm trying to give you guys everything you need to know in as short time as possible. Let's get into it. If you do like this type of videos, please leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and check out my Call of Duty videos. I did start making them. I do have one released. I'm going to release another one soon, so be sure to check that out. If you haven't seen my flipping series, I recommend you check that out. I'll also leave that towards the end of the video. And let's get into the flipping guide. Okay guys, so as you can see, I did buy and sell rune boots for the purpose of this attempt. And what I do want to tell you guys is that the margin is something that's really critical when it comes to making your profit. And as you can see, we bought it at $74.95 and we sold it back for $7,052. So to get your margin, what you need to do is subtract those two numbers, the larger minus the smaller number, and you get your margin of 443 GP, and that is around what you're going to be making per rune boot. What you also have to consider is your buy limit. The rune boots have a buy limit of 70 every 4 hours, but since they're essential to PKers, they buy extremely quickly when your 4 hours are up, so you don't have to worry about that too much, but you would have to keep them overnight if you do want to buy a lot of them in amount. Another factor that is key when it comes to deciding on an item to flip is the daily interaction. So to find that and the daily volume of how many times they're traded per day, you can go on their old school wiki. And when you go to the item page, underneath the exchange price, there is a buy limit and a daily volume. Basically, all you have to do is take a look at the buy limit and the daily volume and see their ratio. So for example, the rune boots have a buy limit of 70, but their daily volume is only 14k. However, that is not much, but for rune boots, since their buy limit's only 70, that is a good amount of volume to ensure that your items will buy as quick as possible. Another item to look at would be lava runes. You can see their buy limit's 12,000, but they have a volume traded of around 8.8 million as of making this video. And so that is so much volume that is being traded throughout the day, so you're also guaranteed that your runes will probably buy in a short amount of time. The third factor, guys, that I would say is very important when it comes to trading is the usefulness of the item. So rune boots, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, are used for PKing, which is why they're so quick to buy. But if I scroll down into some of my other flips, such as the unpowered orbs or the rune knives, they're also very useful for their specific niches. The rune knives are also used by PKers, and the unpowered orbs are used to craft water orbs or air orbs to put onto battle staves, which makes it good for crafting training, and that is why they are so widely traded, and which is why the items buy really quick. And then guys, something I don't really want to talk about too much, but I do want to mention is high ticket items. So items like the Amulet of Fury or, items in the millions. Those are really high-risk items because they can fluctuate very quickly and you can lose out on hundreds of thousands of GP, but you can also make hundreds of thousands of GP depending on how lucky you are and how quick you make your trades. Something else to notice about Furies and such high-ticket items is that they also have a low buy limit, so you might want to take that into consideration, that they might buy a little bit slower than usual as their volume is also a little bit lower. But guys, in the end, it all depends on how lucky you are when it comes to finding the items. Some people find items very quickly, but if you are newer to flipping like I was, it will take some time to find some good items to flip, especially when you don't have that much money to start off with. So I do recommend when you guys are flipping to start off with an amount of around 1 mil at least, but it will take some time to gain some money, so I recommend flipping as a side skill and make some money elsewhere, such as combat or skilling. But yeah guys, I hope this short guide was useful for you guys. I didn't want to make it super long, more than 10 minutes or even 6 minutes, because not a lot of people would stay that long to watch that. I do hope you guys did get some sort of help out of this, some sort of usefulness. If you did, please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and be sure to check out my other videos. I hope you guys really enjoy them. Until next time guys, peace.